You're watching Baton Rouge Lagniappe with your host, Matt Kennedy. Education Report. Arts and entertainment. Career Corner. Shape Up. City Talk.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Baton Rouge Lagniappe. Good to have you with us on what may turn out to be kind of a wet weekend. We'll look at the whole forecast, but we've got all the elements making up for some cooling rain showers this weekend. It will not be as hot. That's the good news. I have a lot to do on the show today. Let's get right into it. Let's start by talking about job skills. So you're going to go in, you're going to sit down for that job interview, and if you're not careful, you'll blow it. Dr. Shirley White with Success Images here.
How are you this
I'm
morning?
good. 3 mistakes that can sink your interview. Let's talk about these.
Absolutely. Well, mistake number 1 is asking what the company does. Really, if you have not done your homework, you should not be there. Number 1, you need to do your research. Google the company. Go to their website. Go to their LinkedIn profile. Not only learn about their company, but learn about their management team.
Right.
So that when you finish your research, you should know as much about the company and the job and the management team, so that when you're in the interview, you'll be able to link your skills and your experience from your knowledge of the company.
I bet you a lot of people make this mistake, don't
Oh,
they?
absolutely.
What y'all do here?
Wait, I had a recruiter, this was when I was at LSU, tell me that he had a young man come in and he asked him, so what do you know about my company? The guy said, all I know is that my friend told me you were a good company to work for.
Nice. Great answer.
The recruiter said, 5-minute interview.
You've
That
done your
did it.
homework. Well done. All right, number 2, asking about the moolah too early.
Oh, big no-no,
Yeah.
big no-no. Because the interviewer is going to think you're more interested in the money and the benefits than the job itself. Generally, the hiring manager is going to bring up compensation because they're going to always ask you, in most cases, the question, so what type of compensation are you considering? When you know you're going to have to answer that question, be prepared for it. But moving on with the answer, you want to wait as a candidate, you want to wait till the absolute last minute, as long as you possibly can. However, before you bring it up, I wouldn't bring it up before maybe, if you're in a second interview and salary has not been mentioned, you want to consider it at that
Right.
time, because you don't want to waste
Wasting
your
your
time,
time,
or
right.
the company's time.
You know, it's no wonder that we're not good at job interviewing, most of us. We don't do it very often.
Well, and
Hopefully.
I think many people, in addition to that, Matt, many people do not prepare. They think they
Yeah.
can just go in and wing it, and you cannot wing most people can anyway, wing an effective interview.
All right, 3 mistakes that can sink the interview. There's lots more than 3, but we're focusing on these 3. Speaking negatively about your former company, your former boss, your former staff. I bet people drag that up all the time.
Absolutely, and it is probably in the top 3
Yeah.
of mistakes that candidates make. No matter why you left the company, you may have been terminated, maybe you're in a negative workplace, you have a bad boss, and you're trying to get away. Whatever the question is that may come up regarding that situation, you want to put a positive spin on it. Don't ever, as much as you may be tempted to, speak negatively about your previous company.
3 do's, 3 don'ts rather, 3 mistakes that can sink that interview. Asking what they do. You're right, there's no reason not to be educated these days.
That's not, with the internet.
Yeah,
my
it's all out
goodness.
there. It's all out there.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, asking about salary too early and then speaking negatively about former company, bosses, staff, etc. Good stuff.
I have articles. Anyone can go to my website
Good.
and just request articles on how to conduct a winning interview.
SuccessImages.com. Good stuff. Thank you, Dr. White.
Thank you.
All right, we'll come back. We talked to Nicole Knockhand from the Baton Rouge Ballet. Guess what? It's time for auditions. Yeah, Nutcracker time. We'll tell you how to do that, how to get the kids involved, yourself involved maybe, all that when we come back in just a moment here on Baton Rouge Lagniappe.